Welcome to the Mr. Mike channel. I'm going to make some top 5 videos just because they're a little bit easier to make right now, and since it's cold out and a lot of times the range is closed due to snow, I can't get out and make shooting footage to get the history videos out, and I would like to make a response video to Tim from the Military Arms channel. He recently put out a video, top 5 guns that he would keep in a shit hits the fan or world without rule of law situation, and while he had some nice choices, he has a little more extensive collection than I do, for one thing. And another thing, there's a couple categories of guns that I would go in a different direction than he would. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with him. It's just that personally I would go in a different direction. So first of all, you need a basic fighting rifle. It takes regular 30-round magazines. Now I'm tempted to keep my Saiga, AK-47, or even my Saiga AK-74. Like if I go out shooting right now, I'm going to take this over my AR just because replacing the ammo for this is a lot cheaper than replacing 5.56 the way things are right now. But in a shit hits the fan situation, the ammo for that is imported. It's much harder to get. So, you're going to be trying to get ammo off other people. So you got to go with 5.56 223. And, the most common mags out there are Stenag mags or, Magpul mags. So I'm going to go with my best AR, my Daniel Defense DD M4V7. Got a just an EOTech on there, just some Magpul backup sights and a Streamlight flashlight on there. But this is my highest quality and probably my best AR. So this is what I definitely keep for just a basic fighting rifle. I do need to get a 2-point sling on there. I just got this 1-point sling on there. That's something I got to replace at some point because, I really don't like that 1-point sling. But for basic fighting rifle, I'm keeping my Daniel Defense AR. Second, now this is one thing that Tim didn't have on his list, is a shotgun. Whether you're going, whether you're trying to hunt birds for food, or if you can put a slug in there, you can even hunt big game with it. So I think you definitely need to keep a shotgun on that list. Now, I got several options, but I think this is where you keep it simple, stupid. I'm tempted to say that, if you saw my my part of the Pass the Mag video, I had a Saiga, or actually it's a Vepr 12, and that'd be tempting, but parts like that on that are going to be hard to find. Hell, I'm not even sure if I can find them now if I needed to find parts for it. And I got a Mossberg 890, but here's where I just want to stick with pump. Keep it simple, stupid. Just Mossberg 500 or Mossberg 590. I mean, you can't get much more simple, or just quality for cheap for that. I mean, everybody has either Mossberg 500, what's that? That one that cheap version made in Mexico, the 88, or Mossberg 590. I mean, a lot of people have those, so there's a lot of commonality with that. 12 gauge, got an 8-shot tube on here, so you definitely want to keep a shotgun. I would definitely keep a shotgun. I noticed Tim didn't have a shotgun on his 5-gun list. A third is another category that he didn't cover. Well, which is a 22. Now he had something like kind of like a squad protecting weapon. He had like a really cool belt-fed AR, or he said, barring that, have something like an RPK, which, I mean, this is cool and all, but I don't think I'm really going to have use for this. For one, the ammo issue with the AK. But if I kept the AK, I might consider keeping this. But also, I don't know, I might put a binary trigger on this at some point. But this is just, I don't think you'd get in any situations where I would need this. So over that, I would actually keep a 22 rifle over a squad, automatic weapon type rifle. Of course, most people have the old tried and true Ruger 1022. I mean, there's millions of these out there. I don't have a takedown one though, and I want something that I can put in a backpack. So basically, what I got, and I made a video on this last either February or March. my Henry Survival Rifle, or AR-7. You can put this in a backpack, push it together. If it gets thrown in the water, it floats. There's a couple 8-round magazines in here, and of course, you keep a box of ammo in your backpack with that, and you can be set up for a long time. So this is very accurate. It's a minute a beer can at 100 yards. So right out of the box. So this is what I'm keeping a 22 Henry Survival Rifle or an AR-7 rifle. Pistol, gotta have a pistol. Now Tim went with the SIG 320. This is my M17. He's saying since the military got the contract for that, it would have magazine commonality, and he's also talking about he figures a lot of law enforcement are going to get them, so he's thinking magazine commonality and all that. The SIG 320. Personally, I'm going with the old tried and true Glock, and I'd take my Glock 19X. This is, this is what I normally carry. You see the lint on it, but it takes Glock 17 mags, and my my backup mags, I have 19 round mags, so it's like 19 plus 1, 20 rounds if you need it. This is 17 plus 1, so I got 18 in there. 9mm, it's the most common pistol round in this country. So, and right now every police department has Glock 19s, it seems, or Glock 17s as their carry arm. So, just a lot of commonality out there, and I'm going with my Glock 19. And tell you the truth, I trust Glock more than I trust the SIG 320. Now, I know there's going to be a couple people who watch this, talk about, there's CZ. CZ, yeah, is probably a higher quality than the Glock, but we get back to magazine commonality again, and there isn't as much CZ material out there as there is Glock. Finally, we need a firearm that can reach out and get large game. So, Tim had some kind of AR-10 or something. If I was going to choose a semi-auto, I'd probably go with an FAL. Yes, this thing's heavy as hell, but I've not ever had good luck with an AR-10. And, this is just a solid rifle. Of course, this one's in a Rhodesian setup. I did a video on this one a couple years ago. But I'm going to go a little fuddish on this, and I'm on a bolt action on that. One of my 5 rifles, I at least want a bolt action rifle. So normally my go-to rifle for deer hunting the last decade or so has been, and I stress pre-Freedom Group, Remington 700 30-06. It has a Nikon 4x12 scope on it, so it's a cheaper scope. But I'm not sure I'd want to trust this to last the rest of my life. Like I said, even though it's pre-Freedom Group, still Remington doesn't have the best reputation in the world. I'm going to go with somebody who knows how to make rifles, and that's the Finns. So I got a Tikka. My cap came off there. I got a Tikka T3X 308 with a Zeiss Conquest 3.5 by 10 power scope on there. 308, even though 30-06 and 30-30 probably compete with being the rounds that have killed the most deer in this country, 308 is a hell of a lot more common now than 30-06. And of course, 7.62 by 51, it's still a round the military uses. So I am keeping this Tikka T3X over the Remington 30-06 or the FAL or any AR-10. So just to review real quick, basic fighting rifles, my Daniel Defense AR, my pistols, the Glock 19X, the Tikka 308 for a bolt action rifle, a Mossberg 500 for a shotgun, and my Henry Survival Rifle for a 22. So if you like my content, please, or if you like what you see, please check out my other content. Like, share, and subscribe. Engagement really helps out the algorithms, especially now that the social media giants are cracking down on people they don't agree with. Also, I have a link in the description below. Join the GOA. They are the largest no compromise 2A organization out there, and you get $5 off your subscription. And I say this basically for Elastic Ballistics. No, I don't get a kickback. So please check out my Facebook, Twitter, Parler, and who I support on Patreon. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.